A few moments later. Okay, guys. So, you're never gonna believe this. We stopped right here. Yeah? Okay. And then my footage corrupted. So you'll notice that there's a lot more greenery. A lot more greenery. So I have recorded this video, this is the third time. My OBS crashed last night in the middle of me building one of these, I think this field right here. This wasn't even in there yet. So we had done this building, we had done a little bit of shaping with the rock work, this was all plain, and then we had built this. So let me catch you up on what you missed, because I'm not doing it again. Ugh. Okay, so we built this house. It did not take long. We basically used the pieces for the build kit that we used over here. And then I copy-pasted this wholesale. I didn't even change the plants in it. I didn't see a reason to. Finished off all of this water area. So there were a couple of changes that happened after this. So we put the pigs in, and we will get to that. But I felt that this area was too open and too bare to just have pigs in. If we look at how much space we have, and I know you can't read this, but I'll show you right here. It's 3248 meters with a water area of 2624. So quite a lot of water. And the reason for that is because since we had pigs in here, and they like a whole bunch of other animals, I felt that maybe we could add something else in here. So my initial thought was hippos, because they would take up this whole area, but we could only get 3 hippos in, and then they didn't even actually have enough space that they could roam around in because it's too hilly for them. So I ended up giving up on the hippo idea, but I kept all the terraforming that I did in preparation for them, and I added in, excuse me, African buffalo. Here's one having a nap. And I added in mandrills. So this has been interesting. Let me find you a mandrill. Where did they go? Here's one. Found a mandrill. Here we go. Hi, bud. So, mandrills are normally solitary. This is the first animal that they get an interspecies bonus with the Red River Hogs. And then the African buffalo, of course, loves everything. But they don't, like, these 3 animals wouldn't necessarily go together, except they're going together here. And partially because I ended up having to turn off all their welfare stuff, just so that way I could build in this Asian style without interfering with their needs. And plus we get a whole lot more vegetation in this way, which is good because it fits kind of the idea that I wanted to go for. So let's talk about this. You probably saw that I created like I'm gonna do something with this hill mountain area through here. Well, I went ahead and built it up, expanded it, added in some places a double layer of mountain to give depth, covered the entire thing in bamboo, and then I used these enormous beech trees to try and create this sort of sense of there's mountains back here and they're forested mountains. So when you come up close to them, you can see that clearly this is, you know, they're individual plants. But my goal was to do something that you normally only see in video games where, like, it's not truly open world, there's sections that you can't actually go to. It's this sort of theatrical building where, like, you know, you essentially use the props to create this sense of depth that doesn't actually exist. Don't worry about that. We'll fix that. So, let me push play, so that way we can wander around a little bit. So as you can see, back there we've got those beech trees, but it looks like it's a mountain. It's actually way closer than it looks, and the whole idea is to give it this sort of artificial sense of depth that you're in the middle of this gorge, in this huge forest, and things are just going to keep getting taller. So that was kind of the goal there. And then, of course, I used all these different plants to help sell the illusion. Hello, dear. Ollie says hi. So, yeah. It would have been awesome if you could see me do it. But thankfully you're gonna get another opportunity, assuming my OBS doesn't crash. Sweetie, I'm doing something. Hi. I love you too. I know. I know. You love me. Yes, thank you, sir. No. I will snuggle you in a little bit. Okay. Anyway. So, this area that we did yesterday, we are going to do the same thing that we did over there, over here, to try and create this sense of huge depth and scale and area that doesn't truly actually exist. It is a big area, but we're trying to make it look like you are wandering through the wilderness, not a zoo. So that'll be what we do. We started on the village up here. I only built like one building and then altered it to get sort of a shop front. And then I took that, made this building, which I'm pretty sure you actually got to see, decorated it out. This would be Pigsy's actual house. This area is for, in the Journey to the West setup, this would be the farm village where they find Pigsy. I'm not going to go into too much lore depth with that. Again, there's an OSP video for this. It'll be like episode 3 or something like that. I recommend you watch it. It'll make everything we're doing in this zoo make a lot more sense, frankly. So we did that and then built the house, and I am going to end up copying this and using it up here for like a small shop, outhouse, you know, whatever it needs to be for up here. So next episode we'll probably finish fleshing this out. And then we'll go this direction, and then this riverbank right here is where we're going to have the fusas. And that's going to represent Sandy. And then over here we will do the area for the Asian water monitor. I'm going to pause this again so that way things don't progress too far. And this is going to change. This lake thing is not going to be what it is right now. So probably, I think the cleanliness is probably an issue. Yeah, so we'll get the infrastructure set up for that. I've neglected to mention the sloth. So I'm going to have the sloth in a couple of places. Over here, I'm going to build a big Chinese temple complex like I mentioned last episode, but that's where we're going to have the first instance of sloths. And then when we get to this ending area over here, we will have the sloths again. So yeah, that's basically what you missed. Again, I'm really sorry about it. My OBS crashed, and I didn't even realize it had done. Like, it was picking up what my mouse was doing, but it wasn't capturing the right screen. It was terrible. So, anyway, I'm sorry. I'm not redoing it. You'll see what we do. You'll see the techniques that I used to build this again, because we're going to need them for over here. We're going to need them for the fusas. So you'll learn how I did it. It's just, unfortunately, not going to be this video. So, let's go look at something stress relieving. Baby pig! It's a baby pig. I'm so happy. I didn't have a favorite pig until this expansion pack. I didn't like pigs until this expansion pack. This is my new favorite pig. Period. This is the best one. We don't need any of the others. We just need the Red River Hog. So that's the baby. Let me go find the adults for you. They're around here. Yeah, they're having a swim. Which, we're not. We're having a sink. Oh, come on. Here we go. Here we go. So, these are the females. I don't know where my male is. I'm sure I'll find him. But yeah, they're fantastic. When I showed these to my mom, she didn't believe me that they were real animals. She thought that somebody had, like, taken a pig and, like, painted it. Which is the best description I've ever heard for them. I love them. They might be one of my new favorite animals in Planet Zoo, period. Which is incredible, because again, I don't like pigs. So, this is life-changing for me. Here he is in the waterfall. Here's this one over here. We might not be able to find the male. I've only got the one. Oh, I didn't realize you can't. Okay, alright. But yeah, so I'm really happy with them. They're definitely the highlight for me. This is the best animal so far. My mind might change with the Fusa, but not by much. Yeah, so this has been Chaos. Hopefully next episode will be a little bit more sane. And, yeah, so anyway, this is the area. We'll make it look good. And then, yeah, I'll see you next time.